It's that time of the year. Your vacation is coming up. You can already hear the beach waves, feel the warm breeze, relax, and think about work. You really, really want it all to work out while you're away. Monday.com gives you and the team that peace of mind. When all work is on one platform and everyone's in sync, things just flow. Wherever you are, tap the banner to go to Monday.com.
On today's Smart 7, immigration's the key talking point ahead of the UK election, history made in South Africa, and lots more. It's Monday, 3rd of June, it's World Bicycle Day, and happy birthday, Jodie Comer.
The Smart 7. It's news, but not the news.
The general election campaign trail continued this weekend, and immigration was top of the agenda for both major parties. And while PM Rishi Sunak has promised his controversial Rwanda scheme will finally go ahead should the Tories be re-elected next month, Labour have firmly ruled it out. But Shadow Home Secretary Yvette Cooper says Labour would consider processing some asylum seekers' cases abroad.
We're not going to do the Rwanda scheme. Keir has always said we would look at what works. And there are different kinds of, I think there's sort of offshore processing arrangements and things that have already been used at different times in the past.
Meanwhile, the NHS has been central to the immigration debate, where foreign workers make up around 20% of the workforce in England. Health Secretary Victoria Atkins says the Tories will provide more training opportunities for British students looking to work in the NHS to reduce long-term reliance on foreign workers.
There has to be a balance here. We want to welcome highly talented doctors and nurses from all over the world to work in the NHS, but we also want to train our own residents and also get that balance on immigration right.
Not even 34 felony convictions can stop former US President Donald Trump, whose search for new campaigning strategies saw him join TikTok this weekend, and his account's already racked up millions of followers. He's set to be sentenced next month in his hush money case, where he was found guilty of all charges, and there's a chance the ex-business tycoon could be put under house arrest or serve jail time. But Trump's already made some vaguely threatening statements about how his followers might react.
I don't know that the public would stand it. I'm not sure the public would stand for it. I think it would be tough for the public to take. At a certain point, there's a breaking point.
Meanwhile, Trump's lawyer, Alina Habba, says not even prison can stop him running for a second presidential term.
He is running for president. Nothing will change there. Again, I recommend you find the latest polls in this country from the people that live in this country. Our people are speaking loudly. They're donating. They're small donors. And they're standing up because they're afraid, because we cannot have this happen to us.
Ukrainian President Zelensky's had quite the busy few days with back-to-back trips to Spain, Belgium, Portugal and Sweden to sign new bilateral security agreements with each country. His world tour continued this weekend as he travelled first to Singapore to participate in the Shangri-La Dialogue Conference on Saturday, and then to Manila to meet with Philippine President Bongbong Marcos. Speaking at Saturday's conference, Zelensky reflected on the escalation of the war in Ukraine.
When preventive action was necessary, the aggressor was given time to prepare. Thus, we found ourselves in a war that now affects everyone in the world and spreads a globally dangerous cause.
History was made on Sunday as South Africa's election results started rolling in. For the first time since apartheid ended in 1994, the African National Conference lost its majority, winning just over 40% of the vote. It means the party will need to find coalition partners to reach the 50% threshold and form a government. Opposition party, the Democratic Alliance, finished second with around 22% of the vote. DA leader John Steenhuisen says he's delighted with the outcome.
Our goal for the last 30 years was to bring the ANC below 50%. We've achieved that, and that's good for a democracy. We've ended one-party domination of our politics. A party with 22% of the vote is a big player.
Still to come on the Smart 7, we remember Rob Burrow and Dakota Fanning gets excited for The Watched right after this.
It's that time of the year. Your vacation is coming up. You can already hear the beach waves, feel the warm breeze, relax, and think about work. You really, really want it all to work out while you're away. Monday.com gives you and the team that peace of mind. When all work is on one platform and everyone's in sync, things just flow. Wherever you are, tap the banner to go to Monday.com.
Welcome back.
There was some very sad news in the sports world this weekend after it was announced on Sunday that Leeds Rhinos legend and MND advocate Rob Burrow passed away at the age of 41. Born in Pontefract, Wakefield in 1982, he began playing junior rugby league with the Featherstone Lions as a child. In 2001, he made his Leeds Rhinos debut and remained at the club for his entire 16-year professional career, winning every honour as part of their golden generation. He also made a combined 18 appearances for England and GB throughout his career, but it was off the pitch that he made his biggest impact. Diagnosed with motor neurone disease in 2019, Rob dedicated his remaining years to advocating for those with MND and raising millions for charity. Here he is accepting the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Helen Rollison Award in 2022. R.I.P. Rob.
I am inspired to keep going by my friend Kevin Sinfield, my family as a whole who have put their life on hold to care for me, especially my beautiful wife Lindsay and my amazing kids. I'm not here without a sacrifice. This is for all the MND warriors out. We will not stop. We find a cure. Thanks for your help.
Halloween might still be months away, but horror fans can get their supernatural fix this weekend as The Watched makes its UK premiere on Friday. It marks the directorial debut for American filmmaker Ishana Night Shyamalan and stars Dakota Fanning as Mina, a young artist who gets stranded in an Irish forest with a group of strangers who are stalked by mysterious creatures. Speaking to Sky News ahead of the premiere, Dakota says the film reflects reality.
I feel like everyone is being watched, you know, with social media and videos and people filming you, whatever. It's like, what is private anymore? I think we're all having a reckoning with that. This is sort of a supernatural, literal version of that, but I do think there's an element of that people are struggling with.
Four-time Academy Award nominee Saoirse Ronan is back in a new movie called The Outrun, based on the 2016 memoir by Scottish journalist Amy Liptrot. This time Saoirse's playing an alcoholic called Rona who's just left rehab and decides to move back home to the Orkney Islands to heal. It made its debut at Sundance in January to rave reviews, and it's set to premiere in the UK at the end of September. The trailer's just dropped, so get watching.
So how long have you been sober?
62 days.
It never gets easy, just gets less hard.
My body is a continent. My breath pushes the clouds across the sky. And the waves roll into the shore in time with my beating heart.
You've been listening to The Smart 7. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Hit that follow button and have a great day.
Give us 7 minutes, we'll give you the world.
Let's say your small business has a problem, like maybe one of your doggy daycare customers had an accident. You might say something like,
"Doggone it!
Hi, Chihuahua!"
Holy schnauzers.
But if you need someone who can actually help, just say,
"Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there."
And get help filing a claim from your local State Farm agent. For your small business insurance needs, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.